Yes, tell. Where do you find wax? No idea? No one knows?
Ma'am, candle.
Candle. Very good, Vishal. Candle contain wax. Any other example? Who's writing? Yes. Narrath is crayons and colored pencils. Very good. Ashmita is also writing candles. Correct. Okay. So these are what? These are waxes. Okay. So waxes will are also part of lipids. Okay. Then there is a category called phospholipids. Okay. Phospholipids. So what are phospholipids? This is just a basic lipid molecule which is associated with a phosphate group. See, phosphate is such an important group. It is so much important in biology now. You are seeing, right? You are seeing phosphate group is acting as a backbone of DNA. Okay, and phosphate is also added in lipids, and it forms a phospholipid, which is such an important category. Where have you heard phospholipid? Anyone? I have taken this term fewer times. Can you remember?
Miss, I tell
The tails of the fatty acids.
the head and tail.
Head and tail of what? Head and tail of Narith?
Cell.
Cell membrane.
Yes, cell.
Cell membrane. Okay. So basically, phospholipids, not head and tail, आप ऐसे भी बोल सकते हो. Now we'll see that phospholipids are the composition of your cell membrane. Cell membrane, ठीक है? आप लोगों को पढ़ाया जाता है cell membranes are phospholipids, right? Phospholipid layer, and it is a normally membranes are bilayered structure of phospholipids, or sometimes you also call them lipoprotein layers, right? Lipoprotein is what? Lipid along with proteins, but which type of lipid is present? Phospholipid. Okay, are you getting my point, everyone?
Miss, can you repeat it again?
Phospholipids are, we have discussed phospholipids where not the structure but the term phospholipid when we were studying about cell membrane. We studied cell membrane, and cell membrane is made up of, there were two lines, when I was taking your regular class also, and within this advanced class also,
Bilayer structure.
Bilayer structure of, yes, bilayer structure of cell membrane. So basically, the layer is made up of, the lipid layer in the membrane is made up of phospholipid. Okay, and this phospholipid only, okay, phospholipid, when we will study the structure of phospholipid, you will see that how, one part is hydrophilic and other part is hydrophobic, and how the hydrophilic part becomes the head and hydrophobic part acts as a tail. You will see it is exactly in the structure that, okay, it's very
Miss,
clear
you
that this
showed
part.
the structure to us.
Yes.
Miss, you showed the structure to us.
Yes, I showed you. Not like I showed you, pictorial structure, right, in the membrane double layer. But now you will see not like really a ball and a hanging tail, but you will see the chemical structure, like a particular chemical group, large group, a particular group which is hydrophilic, and there will be a long chain of some chemical groups together, which will be forming a hydrophobic tail. Okay, so from the point of chemistry also we will see how there is a hydrophobic as well as hydrophilic part. Okay. Next is your steroids. Okay, so what are steroids? Anyone? ये सारे टर्म्स आपने देखे होंगे. ये सब क्या है? Everything is lipid. Okay, we are seeing the examples of lipids, but I'm just discussing each term so that I will also understand whether you know about it or not. Anyone? Have you heard about steroids?
Steroid is a type of medicine, I have heard.
Okay, medicine. Very good. And
It can be also called a type of stimulant.
stimulant. Very good. So, yes, steroid. We all have heard steroid in terms of medicine. Okay. So, basically, it is a type of. It can be a stimulant, or it can be, it can act as a hormone. It can, act as a, like a supplement for bodybuilders, athletes. Okay, so in short, you can say that they are kind of hormones. Okay, they are man-made version of chemicals which are known as hormones. Hormones are produced also in our body, right? Which are natural. Okay, so steroids are artificial thing, artificial chemicals which acts as hormone and also regulates many things in our body, like when we take. Then, so it's written also as steroid, six hormones, cholesterols. Okay, some of the vitamins will study, which also comes in the category of lipids. And apart from phospholipids, there's a glycolipid. Okay, so these are just a few examples of lipids. Lipid covers all these parts. Okay, so let's go further. Just a second. Just a minute. Okay, so lipids are hydrophobic molecules. Okay, which we have seen. So what it is made up of? Lipids are made up of what? So there is a central core of glycerol. Okay, so we will also see the structure of glycerol. Okay, so there is a central core of glycerol, and this glycerol is bound to usually three fatty acid chains. Okay, three fatty acid chains. So अभी आप समझ सकते हो fatty acid is a part of lipid. Okay, so lipids में क्या होता है? There is one glycerol and then three fatty acid chains are associated with it. Okay, so I'll just show you structure of it. Just a second. Give me. Okay. Can you see here? Can you see a Can you see a structure?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So here you can see this structure. Okay. CH2OH, CHOH, and CH2OH. This structure is known as glycerol. So glycerol has 3 hydroxyl groups. Okay, this is 3 hydroxyl groups. So this part is known as this part. Here, this is two different substance. These are 2 units which will combine to form a lipid. Okay, so glycerol is CH2OH, CHOH, and CH2OH. So this is glycerol. And fatty acids, you can see here, fatty acids are what? These are the chains of CHO. Okay, so basically this is acid, acid. So हमने बताया था कि whatever acid, term acid is coming, that means what? It will have COOH group, right? That is the that was the basic structure for the acids, carboxylic acids. You remember COOH? So here also you can see R. This whole group will act as R, and this is COOH. So RCOOH. Okay. So 3 fatty acids here. Okay. So fatty acids, this number of carbon atoms, this can increase. This can have different numbers. Okay, different fatty acids are there with and it will depend on number of carbons present in that. Okay, so the basic structure, very basic, smallest you can say, okay, is when 3 fatty acids basically, when they combine with this glycerol, okay, there is two type of reaction we have studied, right? Condensation, that means 2 molecules are joining together to form a larger molecule, and hydrolysis, that means breaking down of the larger molecules into smaller molecules, and in both the process what takes part? Water. Condensation, water will get released, and water will get utilized. Okay, sorry, just a second. The condensation here you are seeing, so water will get released. Okay, this and this are combining, so OH, both the OH, here you can see, right? OH and OH. So basically H2O will get released, and what will be the bond will contain oxygen here. Okay, similarly same with this and the last one. So basically when the condensation reaction will occur for glycerol and fatty acids, 3 molecules of water will get released. Okay, similarly here when breakdown will happen, when the triglyceride molecule, okay, so you can see one glycerol with 3 fatty acids together, it forms what? Triglyceride. Very important, triglyceride molecule. And when this molecule breaks down back to release fatty acids and glycerol, that process is hydrolysis. So this hydrolysis is not only this process, but any process where a bigger, larger volume, molecule is broken down into smaller molecules with release of water. Sorry, with the requirement of water. Okay, so you can see, right, there's no confusion if you can understand the structure. Here water will be required to break this bond, then only OH will come here and OH will come here, and in this place water will release, then only oxygen will remain as the bonding atom here. Is this much clear, the very basic idea? Is it clear to everyone?
Miss, in the triglyceride molecule, where is hydrogen taken?
Where is hydrogen taken? You are talking about water.
Yes, Miss.
Okay. So here, this red one, the oxygen which is marked in red. This is which all oxygen you can see. This is here. Glyceride molecule, sorry, the glycerol molecule also had 3 OH groups, right? These are 3 OH groups which are reacting with COOH group of fatty acid. COOH. Okay. So basically one hydroxyl atom here and here. They are from this portion, the bond is taking place, right? So the bond during the chemical bonding, what will happen? OH and one H, it will get released as water, H2O, and another O here will remain there. That's what has happened here. Can you see?
Okay, Miss.
Right now, when this will again hydrolyze, what will happen? This O at the same position, water H2O will add same to make like these two. So 3 molecules of water will be required, you know, for the hydrolysis, for breaking down of the fatty acid and glycerol.
Yes, Miss, I got it.
Got it? Is it clear to others?
Yes, miss.
Okay. So coming back to the topic, so we can see it contains central core of glycerol. Why we have called central core? Can you say glycerol? Because glycerol will remain constant. Agar abhi, if I do one thing, see here itself, if you just turn the structure upside down, like you're seeing like this now you see it, this structure as top and these three as down. Okay, so you'll see this is a glycerol, which is a common thing, and these 3 fatty acids, okay, they will vary in their length. So you'll find that this is acting like a head, and these are like tails which are increasing in size based on the number of carbons in the fatty acid bond. Are you seeing my like, are you getting the thing which I want to convey? You know, so this is like head and these are like tails. I'll for example, I'll show you the same structure when it is like okay, here you can see like many such molecules will come. Okay, but the basic part of head and tail. Okay, so abhi hum aayenge is part pe bhi, when we will see the very things like we were talking about this, you know, lipid bilayer, you know, in the membrane. Okay, so this with this I already showed, this diagram I already showed in the membrane, correct? By lipid layer. Okay, so here the phospholipid will come. So here you see there was one polar head was hydrophilic and tail was hydrophobic, we were telling, correct? So now leave the phospho group, the main thing is lipid only. So here you see these are what? So these are tail portion. Tail portion is basically your fatty acids. See here, these are fatty acids. Okay, and the bigger structure here, when we will see phospholipids, you'll see that there's basically glycerol along with a big molecule, along with phosphorus group, phosphate group. Okay, so this structure we'll see. Okay, now I just wanted to show you that if you see, you know, like this, okay, this is fatty acid molecule. Okay, so this green color, long green color is like chain. So basically the structure which I was showing you, I was showing you the structure. So here also it's very important to understand that this glycerol molecule is at the top and its structure won't change. Okay, in a triglyceride molecule, the glycerol molecule will have the same formula. However, the fatty acids, three fatty acids which are connected to glycerol, okay, its length will vary in different type of like triglycerides. Okay. Now, another point is they exhibit high number of CH bonds. Okay, therefore much energy, and they are non-polar. Okay, CH bond is a non-polar bond. Okay, this we have already seen, correct? We have already seen that CH bonds in amino acids, right? Mostly if there is only CH bond, they were non-polar. That means not hydrophilic. Okay, so CH bond is there. That means it's making it non-polar, and it contains energy. So you know about lipids, right? Fats are energy molecule. Okay, not the instant energy molecule, but they are storage energy in our body. Okay, they are storage energy. So especially lipids, if you put lipid in water, what will happen? They will spontaneously cluster together. If you put lipids in water, they will spontaneously cluster together. Okay, so can anyone tell why?
Miss, because they're hydrophobic.
Very good, Ashmita. They are hydrophobic in nature. Okay, so water is hydrophilic in nature. So what will happen? All the groups, everything which is hydrophobic will just fold together inside.
Miss,
Because
water
they,
is hydrophilic.
yes, water is hydrophilic. Water means what? Water itself means hydrophilic. हमने बोला था, which is hydro means water, philic means loving, which is loving to water. And water molecules, obviously water can be dissolved in water, because water itself, water is hydrophilic because it's polar also, I told you, right? Water का हमने structure देखा था, H2O. There was a polarity. There were two poles. One was negative pole, one was partially positive, partially negative pole. You remember the structure of water?
Yes, miss.
Yes. So it is hydrophilic. Then they help organize the interior content of the cell. ये हमने बात करी, right? The cell membrane structure. So phospholipid will act there. So we'll see that also. So we'll just know little bit, which is very common. Common in the sense you would have studied probably. First thing, for lipids, it is used as a storage molecule for energy. Energy is stored in our body in the form of lipids, right? And how much energy does it contain? So this you can just remember, 36 kilojoules per gram of fat. Okay.
Miss, what is TEM?
TEM TEM is a microscopic picture. TEM is an instrument. जैसे आप लोग को electron microscope किसी ने पढ़ा है? You have studied electron microscope, like heard?
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So this is a type of electron microscope. Okay. So false color TEM means actually TEM usually is not colored picture. TEM is a transition electron microscope. Okay, so it is a type of electron microscope, one major category of electron microscope. Okay, so this is just an image of that. Okay, so lipids are utilized by our body when we work out. Okay, and too much work, or when you're starving, right? When we starve, that means we are not supplying carbohydrates for the instant energy. So what happens? Once the carbohydrate in our body, which is available, gets finished, then body starts taking help of these lipids, the stored fat, right? And then it will utilize that part for the maintenance of the body. Okay, so this is there. Then another thing which I told, they are important structural component of membranes. So cell membrane ka major structure is made up of phospholipid bilayer. Although there are proteins embedded in between, that's why we call it lipoprotein layers also. But the lipid is mainly phospholipid. Okay, this is the major portion. This is the main portion actually, and along with some protein molecules also. Okay, so here phospholipid ka this structure is clear to everyone, right? This basic structure you have in your mind. There's this ball like heads, and then there are tails. Two tails is always shown. Okay, the tail portion is always hydrophobic and the head portion is hydrophilic, right? This is clear to everyone, this part?
Miss, why is the upper part hydrophilic?
Why is it hydrophilic? That we will see. Okay, when we'll see the structure, then you will understand. First concept, what is hydrophobic in terms of few groups I have told. जहां पे भी आपको CH group, CH बहुत सारे bonds दिखते हैं, either single bond, double bond, triple bond, doesn't matter. But if it is CH, more of CH is a hydrophobic non-polar bond. Correct? So that much you remember. Then I will come to the formula. Okay, what is the hydrophilic part in this phospholipid? Okay. And wherever you will find the long chain of CH, that is always hydrophobic. Bolo?
Miss, can you repeat that due to the presence of more CH groups, it becomes hydrophobic or philic?
Hydrophobic.
Okay, Miss.
Okay. CH group is always, it's always non-polar. You should remember non-polar term. Okay. And anything which is non-polar, it cannot be hydrophilic. Because water is polar. ठीक है, water में दो poles होते हैं. Till you have two poles, okay, till you have polar compound, it cannot be attracted towards water. Okay, so polarity and hydrophilic nature goes hand in hand. Okay.
Okay, Miss.
Yes. So here, what it also acts as a shock absorber and insulator. Shock absorber and insulator. So shock absorber, how can we say fat is a shock absorber? कोई बोल सकता है इस पे? Any comment, anything?
Ma'am, shock absorbers.
Do you have any idea? See, now have you seen any shock absorber practically, not in body, but in general shock absorbers?
Yes, miss. Yes, miss.
What is the main characteristic of a shock absorber?
Miss, they compress itself to absorb the trauma, and they absorb the most of the trauma which the surface gets. The shock absorber absorbs most of it and gives out very less part of the force.
Correct. So basically, a sudden pressure, it comes, no, sudden pressure comes on something. It it captures maximum and then comes to its normal position slowly. So it acts like a sponge, you know. So basically, fat or the lipid layer, lipid molecules, they act as a shock absorber uh, by making the body, act like a sponge. Okay, and it is tough also. Like it's not easy also. So tough in the sense that the molecule, fat molecule, I'm telling, and it helps to conserve the body's heat. Okay, and and it protects the body from injury by acting shock absorber. So body heat wala jo point मैंने बोला अभी, it helps to conserve the body heat. Okay, so that's why this penguins and this very very cold areas where you would have heard about it. Usually there are animals which store lots of lipids, okay, in their outer screen, just below the skin. Why? Because it acts as an insulation from extreme environments, means very low temperature. Okay, and it preserves the body heat. Okay, so that they can survive in such environment. Okay, so basically fat also acts as a insulation in extreme environment. Okay, so here you can see, increased body fat level can reduce the heat loss of the body. Okay, if a person has high fat content, so it will reduce the heat loss. So
Miss,
this
can
point,
you repeat both the reason once?
okay, why shock absorber? Okay, because it acts as a sponge. It's its character, fat tissues. Okay, they can act as a they can absorb any kind of shock. They make the body to act like sponge. Okay, so usually if it's like cushion layer, no? It's like if you have a cushion layer, okay, so it can really absorb the shock easily compared to hard material. Hard in the sense ki, which cannot act as a sponge. Okay, so the organs which are prone to shocks, they are usually cushioned with a thick layer of fat in our body, because fat molecules can act as a sponge to absorb the shock. And similarly they also conserve the body heat and act as an insulation material for the biological skin, biological animals and different bodies. Okay, so most of the times if you will see that especially the animals which are in polar areas, like Antarctic zone and all colder areas, okay, or colder areas. So the animals which are very much like present there, which are found there usually, so they always have a thick layer of fat in their skin, below the epidermis. Why so? because it acts as an insulation. Because mammals, especially if you talk about mammals, okay, they cannot, they have to maintain their internal body temperature, right? आप लोगों ने पढ़ा होगा poikilothermic, homeothermic, no, like the animals which
Yes,
can,
miss.
yes, in your normal regular classes,
Warm
you
and cold-blooded.
warm-blooded, cold-blooded animals. So especially, mammals and the higher animals, they have to maintain their internal temperature, okay, body temperature. So that is maintained even in the extreme temperatures. How? There are many things obviously help, but the main help of the insulation is given by the layer of fat. Okay, so that's why it also acts as a shock absorber and a insulator. Okay, is it clear to everyone?
Yes, miss.
Then it acts as a waterproofing. You have seen waxes, candles, they are insoluble in water. So if you give a very thin layer of wax, or especially we will just tell lipids, but I'm giving example of wax. Okay, if you give a very thin layer of wax or oil, okay, so it acts as a waterproofing surface. Means we have seen water is not, cannot be mixed in oil water cannot be mixed because they are having different nature, right? So fat molecules, okay, they act as a waterproofing surface in some cases. Okay, हमारी body अच्छा तुम लोग ये पढ़ के बताना, it's just a homework. Okay, our skin, usually what is there in our skin that even if we are there for a long time in water, it doesn't get dissolved, or like water, what is there, it must be insoluble, and it must be, you have seen जैसे हमारे पास कुछ भी और material होता है mostly, ठीक है, so बहुत सारे materials हैं which will if you just put water there, it will soak water, and then it takes long time to dry up. Okay, if it is not soluble also. Okay, then but in our skin it's so very well designed by Lord in that way that we go in water easily, and if you wash your feet, it can dry up so easily, right? And even your slippers, they do get dried up later, right? So what is that material? The skin. Okay, so you all just
Miss, the answer which I have sent to you in chat box
Acha,
personally,
Swapnabit
is it
has
correct?
given collagen. Okay, so I don't want to answer this answer it this time. Okay, I want everyone to go through it once to study about it. Okay, then you come and I'll ask in the next class. So you will study it. Okay. Okay. So this is one thing. Then transmission of chemical messages via hormones. Okay. So we studied, right? Example of steroids, right? So there they act as hormones only. Okay. So if you see normally hormones, they are chemical messengers, right? So what is if you will study the structure of hormones, composition of hormones. So there are varieties, okay? Because hormones is called as a one category that is based on the function. So hormones जब भी कभी अपन पढ़ेंगे, so there you will see there are many categories. Okay, they can be amino acid या protein derivatives. They can be steroids. ठीक है, तो जब हम steroids की बात करते हैं तो वो lipid हो जाता है, that is lipid derivative. Then amino acid, they are protein derivatives. कि ऐसे ऐसे डिफरेंट कैटेगरीज हैं केमिकल्स की जो हार्मोन्स की तरह एक्ट करते हैं, ठीक है। सो यहाँ पे हमने ट्रांसमिशन ऑफ केमिकल मैसेजेस वाया हार्मोन्स कहा है with respect to steroids. Few chemicals which are lipid molecules and they act as hormone. Okay. So, हार्मोन के बारे में वन पॉइंट जस्ट कैन रिमेंबर बिकॉज यहाँ हार्मोन की बात आई है, वेरी बेसिक, that there are mainly I'm not going in details of hormones, but they are mainly of three types when we are talking about the chemical structures. Okay, they are lipid derived, amino acid derived, and peptides, small peptides also act as a hormone. Okay, so mainly if you remember their basic structure, so amino acid type and lipid type, they are two different categories, you know. अभी हमने देखा है main major macromolecules, so we know protein structure is entirely different from at least carbohydrates also and lipids also, right? So one category of hormones is lipid derived and other category is amino acid derived and peptides. Okay, so here this is a function where it also acts in transmission of chemical messages. So here some details are given for hormones. See, these are steroid hormones. What are these steroid hormones? Okay, what are these steroid hormones? You can see progesterone, aldosterone, testosterone, estradiol, cortisol. ये नाम आप लोगों ने अभी तक ज़्यादा सुना नहीं होगा शायद. Probably if you would have heard, you would have heard about progesterone and testosterone. Have you all have?
Yes, miss.
Yes. आप लोगों को पता है
Yes, miss,
any
only
of
two.
the term you have heard?
Yes, miss, only two. Progesterone and testosterone.
Progesterone and testosterone.
You have heard, right? So what is the function of progesterone and testosterone? Anyone? Ashmita, can you tell?
Miss,
Where you have heard?
Miss, in class 8 in a chapter of adolescence.
Okay. So anyone else? Vishal, can you tell? Little more.
Miss, can I just try?
Yes, Ashmita, bolo.
Miss, progesterone as well as one more hormone was there. It was estrogen. These hormones are present in females and they stimulates the female reproductive system, whereas the testosterone is present only in males and they stimulates the male reproductive, their reproductive system.
Very good. Okay. So in general, you can remember the progesterone is a female sex hormone and testosterone is a male sex hormone. Okay. Very basic. Okay. We are not going in details of hormones. Okay. So these two are sex hormones. Then aldosterone. Okay. Aldosterone is a hormone related with the blood pressure. You know, it regulates the especially it increases the blood pressure by increasing the fluid volume, increases sodium uptake, so many things related with blood pressure. And then estradiol, it is an estrogen. Estrogen का नाम I think आपने सुना होगा, I'm not sure. ठीक है, अभी तक नहीं, but I think
Yes,
Rishita you will be knowing. Ritisha, can you hear me?
Miss, I also have heard estrogen.
Yes, ma'am.
Estrogen you have heard, right? This is the main principal female hormone. Okay, so here progesterone, basically progesterone and estrogen Okay, these two are main female sex hormones which are responsible for many activities. You will study in class 12th in a very beautiful way. Even in your class 10th, you will study in your reproductive system. Okay, so in class 12th, you will study in details. Okay, cortisol. Cortisol is what? Cortisol is related with stress. Okay, involved in stress adaptation. It also affects the blood pressure. Okay, sodium uptake, etc. So these are some major steroid hormones. So these hormones are made of
Miss,
yes.
Miss, in aldosterone and cortisol, there are two words in Na up, Miss sodium uptake. Miss the
Mhm.
sodium is uh, transmitted to which part of our body? Means which
Okay,
part they
okay. So, anyone can tell in the group. I'm expecting from Ritisha. Ritisha, you can write in the chat box. Vishal, Bias, do you have any idea where is sodium uptake? Sodium kahan important in our body? Where you have heard about sodium?
miss mostly brain.
Mostly, I did not get you. Can you repeat, Swapnabit?
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
Sodium. What is the importance of sodium in our body? Ritisha, to maintain blood pressure level. Okay. Bias, Vishal, do you have any point to share here? So what Ritisha has told is very right. Okay. So basically sodium, अच्छा अपन सोडियम ये जो इलेक्ट्रोलाइट पीते हो उसमें क्या होता है इलेक्ट्रोलाइट पता है आप when you have too much of water loss dehydration diarrhea तो आपको इलेक्ट्रॉल दिया
Yes,
जाता है
miss.
right
Yes, miss. Sodium and potassium salts.
yes right so basically what is the importance of sodium just general importance I'm telling so it is very essential electrolyte in your body especially so electrolyte की जब अपन बात करते हैं so electrolyte is what something which maintains the balance of water in and around your cell okay so in
Yes,
that
we are
way
given ORS.
what yes ors is in it's electrol only ors is the same thing right हम electrol बोलते थे generally ors what is ors
Oral rehydration solution.
correct so that contains what basically what is there it is a powder right you mix with water basically you have to take water you have to rehydrate your body correct so you have to just take water but you add that powder in it so that powder must contain something what is the major content of that powder which we get in those small packets of ors or electro with so many flavors
Miss NaCl and KCl
yes
mostly.
so mostly okay so sodium chloride is a very important part ओके अगर आपके पास वो इलेक्ट्रॉल या वो सम मेडिकेटेड पाउडर्स मतलब बेसिकली ओरल रिहाइड्रेशन थिंग्स आर नॉट देयर सो व्हाट वी डू व्हाट इज द जनरल बैकअप इन होममेड वेज हाउ कैन यू टेक व्हाट यू टेक देखा है कभी अगर आपके पास ओआरएस नहीं होता तो घर में क्या देते हैं अगर
Yes,
आपको
miss.
Yes, miss.
क्या देते हैं
Salt water.
Salt.
salt water correct so basically sodium chloride so sodium is a very very important element as an electrolyte it maintains the balance of water in your cell and its importance is many places okay जब आप नर्वस टिश्यू अपन पढ़ेंगे क्लास 11th में, है ना, nerve conduction and everything in details. So there you will see, even in class 10th you will see that your you know, how the nerve conduction is happening. You know? The nerve impulse takes place. There are also sodium channels, sodium gates. You know, they are very very important. Okay, so sodium coming in, going out, you know, uh, across the membrane, across the cell membrane. This is the one very important element, okay, which maintains the uh, again you know, balance of water in that way, and their concentration across the membrane, especially in case of nervous tissue, okay, becomes very important. Okay, when we will study the how impulse is transmitting from one part to another part of body, kaise, how the impulse is going. So there sodium is very important. Okay, sodium, potassium. Okay, so there also it's very important. इसलिए बहुत बार लोगों को जब coordination problem होती है, you know, like many a times there was one of my friend, she was you know, she got some problem and she got admitted in hospital, and she further got some more complications. So her complication was became little serious, you know, when we visited her. I think I have shared this before also, that you know, that there's some coordination problem, you're not able to do, you know, like she was trying to eat something with spoon, and her hands were not understanding where to take the spoon towards mouth, you know, like such things. So many coordination problems that also occurs if your body uh, becomes you know, lower, with lower concentration of sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is such an important electrolyte of the body, and such an important material for the nervous system, especially sodium. So it is very important for proper muscle as well as nerve function. So you can remember that way also. And sodium uptake is very important in case of, you know, your blood pressure levels, what Ratisha said. Okay, it helps in maintaining stable blood pressure levels. ये अपन पढ़ेंगे when we'll study, you know, excretory system, when we'll see that water is being absorbed by you know, intestine. Okay, there also how, you know, sodium plays very important role, you know? So absorption of sodium, especially in small intestine, okay, plays very important role in absorption of chloride, amino acids, glucose, you know, water. So there also, you know, details we are not discussing here, but there also it affects your um, blood. ठीक है, blood pressure also. ठीक है, आपका अगर सोडियम कम होता है ब्लड में, तो उसको हम एक पर्टिकुलर कंडीशन बोलते हैं, एक पर्टिकुलर डिजीज बोलते हैं, which is like hyponatremia. So that is different. So here you can remember sodium has many functions, especially muscles के साथ, nerves के साथ, and blood pressure के साथ. ठीक है, it is very important. So steroid hormones के बाद, if you see, coming back, we got diverted with a few questions, so lots of time in there. Roles for lipids in organisms, it includes what? Energy storage, cell membrane, you know, capture of light energy also. This is what? Carotenoids. Carotenoids पढ़ा है आपने? You all have heard, right? Carotenoids, carotene.
Yes, miss.
What is the function of carotene, bolo?
Miss, in plants they are colored pigments.
Correct.
They are yellow color, carotene.
So they also help in absorption of light. Okay, most of the pigments, okay, they help in, yes,
This carotene is scarlet, red or orange color, I think.
Carotene actually, बेसिकली कैरोटीन जो होता है या कैरोटिनॉइड्स जिसको हम बोलते हैं, this is a photosynthetic pigment, okay, and its color can a little vary, ठीक है. So इसमें बहुत सारे होते हैं, I have told you ना. नॉर्मली नेचुरली अकरिंग जो होता है उसको हम बीटा कैरोटीन बोलते हैं, ठीक है. सो बीटा कैरोटीन इज ऑरेंज इन कलर, ठीक है. सो there's alpha carotene. Alpha carotene is yellow in color, okay. So both yellow को बोले, dark red मतलब orange reddish बोले, so everything is right. So basically fruits vegetables के जो colors होते हैं, ठीक है, that is because of beta carotene, you can remember carotene, or we call it carotenoids. So in fact this said, that carotenes, they are pigments. So if you take lots of these orange yellow vegetables, okay, so too much, excessivity, so that also after a long period can affect in the change of the skin color even in humans, but it's rare, okay. Normally it doesn't happen, it's a rare thing. So basically carotenes are pigments, plant pigments, which are usually yellow or orange in color, and they give color to the fruits and vegetable, okay. So they absorb what? They absorb, देखो main absorption कौन करता है? Which pigment does the main maximum light absorption in the plants? Can you tell? This everyone has studied. Major portion of absorption of light in plants is done by which pigment?
Chloroplast.
Chloroplast is not a pigment.
Miss chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll.
Okay.
Chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll. Right. So carotenes are accessory pigments, but along with chlorophyll, carotenes are always present. हमने अभी तक जितने भी चीजें पढ़ी हैं, we have seen, right? They have some carotenes, carotenoids along with the chlorophyll, chlorophyll A, chlorophyll B, whatever it is, right? So carotenes, they can absorb ultraviolet radiations, some scattered orange, red light, blue light, okay, and yellow light in very low concentration. Okay, so all these absorption can be done by carotenoids. Next is they can act as hormones and vitamins. Okay, they act as a thermal insulator. Okay, then electrical insulation of nerves. Okay, this will study. Okay, electrical insulation of, not here, but when we'll study in nervous system, तब आपको ये चीज point याद आएगी. Then water repellency. Okay, that is repelling the water like waxes and oils. So now coming to the classification part and a little bit in details. Okay, so first paragraph someone can read. Who wants to read? Anyone? Vishal, can you read?
Miss, can I?
Yes, can I?
So many. Okay, Srijita.
Lipids are all made of carbon, hydrogen, and little oxygen and are water insoluble but get dissolved in organic solvents like ether, benzene, acetone, etc. The lipids are not polymers, but they are assembled from smaller molecules by dehydration.
Okay, next also you can read.
Lipids could be simple fatty acids or glycerol, which is trihydroxypropane. Many lipids have both glycerol and fatty acids. Some lipids have phosphorus and phosphorylated organic compound in them. Some lipids have more complex structures.
Okay, so this is very basic about lipids. Okay, it is made up of carbon, hydrogen, oxygen. Second, oxygen is less. This is very important. You know, you can underline this part. I mean, wherever you are writing. Okay, so it has less oxygen. That is the difference when we talk about carbohydrates and when we talk about lipids. You know, carbohydrates, they have very high amount of oxygen. Okay, we have seen. And lipids, they have little oxygen. Okay, they are also CHO. These are also CHO compounds. Okay, lipids are water insoluble. So something is water insoluble means they cannot be solubilized in polar solvents. Okay, so they will be solubilized in organic solvents. What is the meaning of organic solvents? Mostly these organic solvents contain CH bond compound material. Okay, for example, ether, benzene, acetone. These are organic solvents. So anything which cannot be dissolved in water, you know, is usually gets dissolved in these organic solvents. Okay, then lipids are not polymers. Very, very, very important line. Okay, lipids are not polymers. Okay, why they are not polymers? Anyone from the structure? Why they are not polymers? What is the definition of polymer? Anyone? Shrijita, can you tell what is definition of a polymer? Polymer किसको बोलेंगे अपन? What happened to everyone? No one is able to
Yes,
tell
can
about
I?
polymer. Who wants to tell? Ashmita, bolos. Yes,
A polymer is a chain which is formed from several monomers.
correct. Polymer means several monomeric.
Mic
You know?
was not getting unmuted.
Oh, acha, acha. Okay, no problem.
Miss, can I?
Tell.
Miss, polymer is made up of many monomeric units.
Yes. So monomeric units. So that means repeated monomers or many such units gets combined together to form polymer. But here we are not seeing that. There is no monomeric unit. Even if you go to higher lipids, okay, or lower lipids, okay, you will not find a monomeric repeat. Okay, so they are not polymers. तो हमने 4 चीजें पढ़ी हैं अभी तक, जिनमें से 3, you know, nucleic acids, proteins, and carbohydrates. Okay, they are polymers, but lipids are not polymers. Okay, they are assembled from smaller molecules by dehydration. Okay, so अभी lipids के बारे में अपन देखते हैं कि what is, so lipids can be what? They can be just simple fatty acids or glycerol. ठीक है, जिसको हम ट्राईहाइड्रोक्सी प्रोपेन बोलते हैं, ग्लिसरॉल का केमिकल नाम, राइट? उसमें 3 हाइड्रोक्सी ग्रुप थे and it has 3 carbon, trihydroxypropane. So many lipids will have like both glycerol and fatty acids. Some lipids will have phosphorus, some will have phosphorylated organic compounds. Okay, different varieties of lipids you will find. Okay, So basically, if we see the category of lipids, okay, so it can be divided into 3 types. First is simple lipid. Second is compound or conjugated lipids. And third is your derived lipids. ठीक है? Simple lipids are what? ये हमारा basic category है. Okay? इसमें you'll find different examples, like they are known as natural or true fats. Their waxes can also be another part. Cutins and suberins are also simple lipids. What do you mean by compound? Compound or conjugated? Conjugated means which are associated with something. Okay, compound means basically this category will include what? Will include lipids along with some other molecule, right? So examples you all are seeing here, right? So the examples here are basically phospholipids, glycolipids, lipoproteins, and chromolipids. Okay, so all these examples from the term itself will be clear. Lipid is lipid, and other part is what? So in the first example, phospholipid, you can see some phosphorus compound is there. Okay, along with lipid. Here, what is there? Some carbohydrate. Okay, glyco means some carbohydrate is there along with lipids. Here you can see lipoproteins. Lipoproteins means lipid is there along with some proteins, and chromolipids means some chromogenic, some pigments, okay, is there along with lipids. Okay, so all these examples are suggesting that lipids are associated with some other compound in a conjugated lipids, or we call them compound lipids. What are derived lipids? So derived means from the basic category of lipids, okay, they are formed. Okay, in short, basically hydrolysis product of compound lipids or simple lipids. Okay, they are usually called derived lipids. Okay, so for example can be many things. Normally अगर आप derived lipids की बात करोगे तो जैसे जो हमने 2 components पढ़े, वो components is what Narita has written, because they are made up of fatty acids and glycerols. Okay, fatty acids and glycerols are what? They are derived lipids. Okay, that means whatever is forming by the product, hydrolysis product, unke tootne se, when they break down, they form some compounds. So they smaller compounds also, they are all derived lipids. Okay, so for example, fatty acid glycerol, which already is told. Iske alawa steroid derivatives are also there, which are derived lipids, and there are other examples that is not so much required. So they are called derived lipids. हम देख लेंगे जो बहुत important होगा, I will tell you. But these things in details we'll study in classes. So we don't have to go studying so many examples here. So we'll just go to the main structural part. Okay. So now coming to the structural part, which I was showing you, right? So very simple way. So there is a glycerol. There are 3 fatty acids. So a glycerol with 3 fatty acids is known as triglyceride. Triglyceride. Okay. So most of the lipids are composed of 1 glycerol attached with 3 fatty acids. This is a very basic type of lipid molecule, triglyceride. Okay. Another category is phospholipid. So phospholipid में क्या होता है? There is a glycerol, there are 2 fatty acids, and there is a phosphate group attached with glycerol. Okay, a phosphate group attached with glycerol. Okay, so here you can understand the phosphate group is what? Phosphate group is hydrophilic. You always can remember phosphate group is hydrophilic group, right? And the fatty acid chain, क्योंकि fatty acid यहाँ पे I'm not, just let me see. Here it's यहाँ पे होगा. So here the same thing you are seeing, right? Fatty acid is CH group, correct? Along with COOH, जो कि associated है. So this particular chain, I mean, if you leave this part, and even including this part, okay, everything is what? Just CH group, right? Directly CH bonds. And what I told, CH bonds are non-polar bonds. Okay, they are hydrophobic. So when I'm telling here, so the whole chain here, so this particular end will be, especially CH chain, the hydrophobic fatty acid chains are there. They are hydrophobic in nature. And the phosphate group, which is attached to glycerol in a phospholipid, that is a hydrophilic end. So this is what is shown in your bilayer cell membrane, lipid bilayers. Okay, so the one lipid layer includes one head and two tails. What is the two tail portion which is shown there? Two chains of fatty acids, which are long. Okay, and this is what? This is the head portion. Now is it clear? आप वो diagram देखोगे आपको ये याद रहेगा ना? Everyone?
Yes, miss. Miss, it could have been the other way around, like the fatty acids could have been first and then the phosphate group.
Why so?
No, miss, just asking.
Okay. First, in the sense, how you are just 180 degrees rotating the diagram.
Yes, miss.
That is same. Whether you make this way or that way. Okay. If I just rotate this structure, if I just take the phosphate, ऐसे इसका सर पकड़ के, its head portion. If you just rotate it like this and keep it here, so what will happen? Head will, then glycerol, then fatty acid chain. So that doesn't matter. That's the same. Okay. So basically, what I want to tell you is hydrophilic end is what? Is the phosphate group, and the hydrophobic end is your two chains of fatty acids. Now remember, triglyceride with 3 fatty acid chains are there with glycerol. Okay, but phospholipids में 2 chains of fatty acids are there, and that's why when we make the cell membrane layer, like phospholipid layer, so there, in all the diagrams you will see there's a ball and then 2 tails are attached with each ball, right? So it should be very clear that the ball portion, the head portion is the phosphate group, and the 2 tail portions are mostly the hydrophobic end of these 2 fatty acids. Clear to everyone?
Yes, miss.
Yes, miss.
Okay. So structure. Okay. So these were 2 types. Now third category is ringed structure. Few lipids, they have 4 ring structure. ये बहुत common है. इस category को अपन कहते हैं cholesterol. मतलब not category, but cholesterol is one of the example. See, cholesterol में also you are finding is sterol. So it is also steroid, type of structure. So cholesterol and few other lipids, they are derived from, it's like that. This cholesterol is, see, 4 ring structure, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 ring structures are there, and then there'll be some modification. This is a structure of cholesterol. So this is also one type of lipid. Okay, so we saw 3 things. First was triglyceride types. Second was phospholipid, the basic difference in structure. And third is your 4 ring structure. So this is also a third type of categories. Okay, sterol type of categories, sterols. Okay. Is it clear? Sterols भी सबको समझ में आया? ठीक है. Sterols या steroids जो हैं, these are also fatty acids. Okay, they have 4 ringed structure. which is common for all steroids. Okay. And they will also have different functions like hormones, vitamins, etc. Okay. So I think it's 4:40. Okay, we can take for some more time. Okay, is there any doubt? Then in the next class we'll go with simple lipids, compound lipids, etc. So here we can end the class today. Okay, we'll go in the categories. Simple lipids and where compound lipids will be there. Okay, so we'll come to this point in the next class because so many things will happen. Are you saturated or not? Acha bachon, do you have any other class after 5? Like from 5?
Miss, at 7, I have one tuition.
So Narita is writing yes, miss saturated. Okay, fine. So it's yeah, because so many things we studied today. So many need because these are very new for you. So I don't take so many together. So you can write just 5-6 points in from a class and try to remember it. That much is sufficient for you. Okay. So okay, so we will end this class today here. And then in the next class we will discuss about simple lipids a little bit more into depth. Okay, so
Thank you, Miss.
Thank you,
okay,
miss.
see you all. Okay, we'll
Thank
meet
you,
in the
miss.
next class. Bye bye.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you.